Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you an easy appetizer and dessert recipe to make for your next gathering. The first is a simple churro cheesecake, and I take the shortcut of using canned Crescent rolls. And the second is a jalapeno dip that you're going to be able to whip up in no time. And honestly, these recipes are guaranteed to be a hit at your next party. Okay, so first things first, we're going to get started on our cheesecake, our churro cheesecake. And what I love about this recipe is you have your tangy, creamy cheesecake filling, and it's gonna be in between two crescent roll doughs, and it's gonna be topped with cinnamon sugar. If you guys heard that noise, that's my oven. I have it preheated to, 350 degrees. Okay, so yes, I have 2 bars of cream cheese at room temperature. We're going to be using a lot of cream cheese today for both recipes, but it's the holidays, it's okay. Anyways, okay, so to that, I'm going to add 1 egg. And then to sweeten it up, I'm gonna add a can of condensed milk. I just love this stuff. When I was younger, I would eat it with saltines. Just a can of condensed milk with saltines would just make my day. Just go ahead and pour that right in. I think I'm going to need to grab a spoon to get that excess from the can. I'm not prepared. Let me grab my spoon. All right, so I have my spoon. Really don't want to waste all of this condensed milk that's left in the can. So good. And then I'm also going to add a 1/4 cup of sugar. And then we're gonna blend until smooth. All right, so this is nice and smooth. Let me go ahead and work on our cinnamon sugar that we're going to be using for our topping. Okay, so basically all it is a 1/2 cup of cinnamon, no, a 1/2 cup of sugar and 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. I'm almost out of cinnamon. Okay. You just want to mix everything until it's combined. I hear my dog. Let's pause for a brief moment for a potty break. I gotta take him out. I'll be back. All right, so I'm back from my break, and it's time to assemble our churro cheesecake. So I'm gonna grab 1 can of this canned crescent roll dough. Press to open. There we go. That always kind of surprises me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and unroll it. And I have the bottom of my 9 by 13 inch baking dish greased. I just greased it with a little bit of butter. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll the dough all over the bottom. And the dough is gonna take place of your traditional graham cracker crust, and then top it with cinnamon sugar. It's going to mimic a churro. So it's gonna just be so delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and spread our cheesecake filling all over the top. My husband and his 2 brothers are big time cheesecake lovers. Every gathering, my sister-in-law, we always talk about what we're gonna be making, and one of us always has to bring a cheesecake. And they got it from their mom, who also loved cheesecake. So when I tested out this recipe, my husband was over the moon when he tried it. All right, so I'm gonna take the second roll of crescent roll dough and then just place it over the top of our cheesecake filling. So let's try to make it look as nice as we can. If you want, you could pinch in the seams, but I'm okay with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to be covered in cinnamon sugar. If you've been following my videos, you know that I don't make a lot of dessert recipes. I focus on dinners. But when I do make dessert recipes, they have to be delicious and they have to be easy. So you know that this is going to be so delicious and super easy. All right, so lastly, I have 5 tablespoons of butter that I went ahead and melted, and I'm just gonna give it a drizzle all over the top here. All right, so we are ready to pop this in our 350-degree oven, and I'm gonna bake this for about 30 minutes. All right, while our cheesecake is baking up in the oven, we're gonna get working on our jalapeno dip. So here I'm using a half a cup of jarred jalapenos that I drained. I bought the hot ones. You could buy the hot ones or the mild ones. I feel like the hot ones aren't that spicy when you combine it with all the cream. When you add the cream cheese and the sour cream, it's not very hot. And we're just gonna give everything a rough chop. All right, so after you give everything a rough chop, it is so easy from here. So to our softened bar of cream cheese, I'm going to add the chopped jalapenos. I'm also going to add half a cup of sour cream. And lastly, half a cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. Then we're gonna go ahead and season everything with some salt and pepper to taste. A little salt. A little fresh cracked pepper. And then go ahead and mix it up. And honestly, usually when I'm hosting parties, I like to focus on the main dish and I'll outsource like the appetizers and the dessert. Like someone will bring the dessert or I'll buy a dessert, and for appetizers, I'll just buy some cheese and crackers or some pre-made dip. But honestly, these 2 recipes are so easy that I can whip them up in no time. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop this in the microwave in 1-minute intervals. So I'm gonna heat it up for a minute, mix, heat it up for another minute, mix, heat it up for another minute, for a total of 3 minutes, and it's ready to serve. All right, so I went ahead and pulled our churro cheesecake out of the oven, and this alongside with our jalapeno popper dip is gonna be so delicious. Perfect for your next gathering. All right, so I just wanted to share with you a few options that you could serve as your vehicle for your dip. You could serve them with tortilla chips. You can serve them with these, I love these like flat pretzels, and I use this for hummus, but you could serve them with this dip as well. You could serve them with corn chip dippers. These are basically Fritos. It's Trader Joe's version of Fritos. And then last but not least, you could serve them with pita chips. And I like them with pita chips, so we're going with pita chips today. And you could also do the healthy route and serve them with some veggies. Maybe some cut up bell peppers, that would be nice, carrots. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this a taste. Cheers, you guys. Delicious. This jalapeno dip, it's creamy, has a hint of spice, kind of spicy because I chose the hot ones, but you could do the mild jalapenos if you like. But it's so delicious. It's everything you want in a dip. It's creamy, it's a little salty, it's delicious. And as far as the churro cheesecake, I have to let this cool. I'm gonna let it cool on the counter for an hour and then chill in the fridge for at least 2 hours before cutting up. And I am bringing this to a gathering, but I'll do a little video and show you how it looks inside once I cut it up. But anyways, thank you for spending time with me in my kitchen. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys make these recipes. Give me a like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. All right, so our churro cheesecake has been chilling in the fridge for a few hours, and I wanted to show you guys how it came out. So delicious.